Hello, Knights, and welcome to the third ever Nighttime Podcast. I am Poseidon H2O, or Conrad, and I am joined today by...
You've got Battle Beast here, the ever lovable and always giving. Gordon is my first name.
And the mighty Dongvers, and I'm also known as Jace.
I didn't know we were going to go all into it like that, but I like it, guys. I like it.
Yeah, well, we wanted to exclude you, so mission accomplished.
Hey, it worked. I feel bad about myself already.
Excellent.
So, what have you guys been up to this week? Anything exciting happen, or
that people want to hear? I worked some super long days. Got home and played some GTA with you. That was about it.
Yes. Hey, that GTA was fun, though, man.
Yeah, and I managed to still play a little Summoner's War, getting back into it. Managed to 6-star the Dark Death Knight today, so that was cool.
I saw that. You tweeted it out.
I did tweet
proud.
that out.
What about you, Dongvers? Anything exciting?
Mostly just getting set up for Legion. Yeah, that was pretty much it. I played a little bit of Heroes of the Storm and Overwatch too, just kind of messing around with that stream to social media thing that Facebook has going on.
Oh yeah, I saw you were streaming on there, but it was too late. By the time I got the text, you were already done.
Yeah. So
in my defense, I took an unplanned nap while I was.
Yeah,
my naps are unplanned, but they're quite frequent. No driving, whatever.
But yeah, I just mostly been setting up, getting ready for Legion because it launches on Tuesday. So I got all my characters kind of just like ready to go. Sold all my shit that I didn't need, and got as much money as I could, and yeah.
Nice. I've been grinding on Summoner's War a bit too, trying to get my Palladian to 6-star because me and Torch joined a new guild, and they need some help. So that's okay. We don't win much, but it's still fun. So other than that, yeah,
my guild wins quite a bit.
Just GTA, and I did some Crackdown today. It got a real explodey, so those should be fun next week.
Oh yeah, awesome.
Other than that, yeah, I think I got to fix the greenhouse tomorrow, but that is it for me. State of the channel already. Jesus, we didn't remember last time it was like 45 minutes. We got this on lockdown tonight, everybody. We're moving right on. So we are currently at 154 nights. Our crusade to take over YouTube is going very smoothly. I like the growth. Could be faster, but I mean, hey, we're only 4 guys doing the best we can in this workaday world.
Yeah, man.
But yeah, and we just crossed 23,000 views, so that's pretty awesome. That still blows my mind that anyone has watched our videos, let alone 23,000 people. That's insane.
Still a better love story than Twilight.
Of course it is. Which, it's a kind of an inside joke by now for the rest of us. But I do all my notes for YouTube that I take down because I'm old school. I write it down with a pen, half my shit, and it's in a Twilight notebook because that is all they had at the drugstore when I went there. You know what? It's a great notebook.
You just told everybody that.
You know me, man. I don't care. I've never seen the movies, so it doesn't affect me really. But the paper's super thick, and it's a great notebook. If it didn't have that thing on the cover. Anyway. What else is new? We have new social media accounts. You can now follow us on Facebook. That, what is it? Facebook.com/Carbon Knights Gaming. Pretty sure gaming's in there. We'll have it linked below anyway. And we have a subreddit of our very own that I don't think anyone's visited yet except for me. But, we got that. It'll be our Carbon Knights. Probably also gaming. Again, it'll be linked below.
Nice. So you're saying they exist?
They totally exist. So head on over there if you guys ever want to ask questions. You can do it anywhere. You can email us, or we've got it set up so you can email us. You can do it in comments on our website, or you can do it through Facebook or Reddit or Twitter. We'll take all questions. Because I had to actually, we got questions again from our friends this week because I had to ask them, which is a little sad, but not very sad. It's nice to have friends.
Ask us things.
Yeah, well, it's nice to have friends like that, that we can count on for stuff like that.
No, yeah,
we'll get to them in a little while. Anything? What are you guys working on for the channel? Anything exciting?
Yeah, go ahead, Dongvers. You go.
Well, I've got this. Once Legion comes out, I'm probably gonna do some. I don't know yet. I want to maybe do some leveling videos or something, but maybe after that I might do. Well, I am for sure doing. Most of my family plays World of Warcraft too, and they're all pretty redneck. So I'm gonna be doing this segment that's called Redneck Raiding, and we'll see how that goes. So.
Should be exciting. When you were telling me about it the other day, it sounded pretty good. I know we got a lot.
Yeah, we got a lot of characters that are killed and stuff. So.
Oh, good times with them, man. Fuck, I don't know how many beers I've drank with those boys. Too many.
One or two.
Anyway, Beast, I know you got some exciting stuff coming up soon.
I do have some kind of new things. I'm going to delve into the Elder Scrolls, but not Let's Plays or, things that have been done over and over and over. What I've started doing is there's a ton of in-game lore books in all the Elder Scrolls games, and that's actually one of my favorite things to do, is to find just an arcane collection. You'll find them, in any of the games. You'll just find a house or a fort with a ton of books in an area and sit down and read them, or you'll find... like, for example, multi-volume stories. There'll be like biography of Baron Zaya. There's like 7 volumes or whatever there is, or 7 of the Wolf Queen, and find all those books, collect them, and read them all just to get a little more. I sit there for hours, in these games reading their in-game books. And so what I want to do now is I'm going to take those in-game lore stories and I'm going to do a little voiceover and try to recreate these actual stories within the Skyrim sandbox. I might also use the Morrowind sandbox as well. I have, Daggerfall, Morrowind, Oblivion, and Skyrim on my installed on my computer. I play them all the time. Well, I lied. I don't play Oblivion. That game can fuck itself in the ass. So I just pissed off half of Elder Scrolls fans. I don't know. I consider myself a very hardcore Elder Scrolls fan. I consider Oblivion unplayable. It was a bad year for video games and sequels, man. Halo 2 and Oblivion kind of came out that same year. And Halo 2 is considered one of the better ones, and I just sit there and, I know guys that know the guys that made the original Halo very well, and they used to play with them, and they straight out told them Halo 2 is brutal. We all wanted Halo 1.5, like the same game with a new story and new maps.
Yep.
With Oblivion, like Morrowind, in my opinion, it's still the best Elder Scrolls game, and I just wanted them to expand on it. They basically stripped it down, watered it down, and started from scratch with this cartoony crap. But anyways, the point is...
Tell us how you really feel, Beast.
Yeah, no kidding. I just, I get pretty sensitive because the community, the Elder Scrolls community, kind of stand behind Oblivion, and I just don't get it. The game is so short. And everyone thinks it's so good. No, it's brutal. Whatever. Anyways, so the point is, I have all those games to use the sandbox features to recreate these stories, and and especially with Skyrim, and then the multiple follower mods, and I've got this a mod where you can interact with your own characters. They can all be in the same game file. They're just followers. You can't play as each one, but it allows me to set up the stage and really recreate all these in-game lore stories. So I've got one of those recorded already. I've already kind of started recreating the actual interaction that's in the book and in a pub, and with all the characters are in place and all the props are in place that are in the book. So that's going to be neat. So I'll be doing some storytelling, and I've already done, like I said, picked a strange, funny voice and to tell the story in, and got the setting started. So I'll be doing that. Rocket League, again. Rocket League will keep coming out every Saturday except for today. I had an extremely long work week this week, so I didn't get any time to do any editing until today, which I won't lie. I knew the podcast was coming up, so I just chilled and played a little GTA with Conrad there.
Yeah, that's partially my fault.
You know what, Conrad? After we're done here, I could probably take 45 minutes and edit one because there's not a lot to do. I've watched it already, so we could have stay tuned, guys, for the latest Rocket League episode. That'll be coming out.
Yeah,
there's always other things in the works. I'd like to do the odd another Summoners War video, but I really haven't been putting the time into that game that I used to. So,
Yeah. Well,
what about yourself, Conrad? What have you got coming up?
me and Torch are getting together again this week, and we're going to do some more of The Last of Us, which means that that whole bunch of The Last of Us that we already recorded is going to come out starting next week, hopefully. If not next week, the week after. I shouldn't put a date on it, because what happens if whatever, it doesn't matter.
Don't put a date on it, just don't do it.
Yeah, well, it'll be very soon, and then hopefully me and Dongvers can get together here sometime soon and do a little recording as well. And
fantastic.
I think I'm gonna try to do more Stardew Valley stuff. Maybe, I don't know, maybe that's my next single player Let's Play. I don't know.
Nice.
I kind of want to get away from the single player Let's Plays, because I find when it's just me, I can't watch them back, but other people seem to enjoy them. So I hope that if I have to do another one, it'll still get views or whatever. But I'd rather do it with my pals.
Mm-hmm.
And Beast, if we could ever figure out how to do one, that'd be awesome too.
Yes, sir. It sure would. You got to get in on that action.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. You just live too damn far away, buddy.
I just live too damn far away. And you never come see me.
Oh, man, if I had the gas money, absolutely I would. I haven't been down there since I used to work down that way.
Oh, yeah.
Man, that was... Too. Shit. I don't even know how long ago that was, like 8, 10 years, something like that?
Yeah, not quite
it's almost been 10
6
since
or
we...
7.
Oh, yeah. It would be 6 or 7, you're right.
Come the start of this next semester, I think that'll be 10 years since we met each other in college.
I believe so, yeah.
Yes,
Man.
sir.
Yeah.
It flew. Wow.
Right? Jesus, now I just feel old.
I feel immature. I'm the same dude as I was then, so like, have I just not grown at all? Probably. You know?
I got fatter and balder. I know that.
I got balder. I definitely got balder. That started in college, man. That sucked when it started.
Yeah, mine was right before, but it went fast. I remember I showed up the first day, and I had a fair amount of hair. By the end of that first year, whew, it was almost gone.
Oh, man, you know what's the worst part? Mine isn't fast at all. It's super slow, which I think is worse, because your mind has that gradual time to adjust to keep lying to yourself that, you know what, it's still not that bad.
It's not so bad.
Yeah, but if I look at a picture from, let's say, 10 years ago, and I'm like, holy sweet flying fuck, who is that? Oh, that's me, you know? But it's gone so slow that I still feel like I can get away with it. But pretty soon, I think that's over. I'm just going to go with the old Stone Cold Steve Austin, Vic my head.
It's not a bad way to go.
You can't lie to myself forever, right? It's like it's still there, but it wants to leave. I'm holding on for dear life.
Yeah, mine just went and it was gone, like 2 years, and I think it's where it's gonna be. I don't think it's done anything else since.
Jace, what about you? You bald, man?
God, that kid.
Oh man, I got
thick as fucking
luscious fucking head of golden locks, baby.
You see his fucking dad's hair, man. That shit's never going away.
No?
Oh man, awesome. That's a thick ass head of hair.
Sweet.
You can tell always said that too, Dongvers.
Doesn't help that I'm a blonde fuck too, so where I do still have hair, you can't even see it.
Yeah, that's my problem too. When my hair's short, it looks like I'm completely bald on top. But that has nothing to do with gaming. But if you ever see me on a webcam, it's going to be shiny.
What are you talking about? Haven't you heard of Balding Simulator, man?
It's probably actually a thing. I can't tell if you're being facetious or not. You're just fucking with me again, like always. But I mean, there's so many of them, right? It could be one.
Look it up. I'm going to see if it's a thing.
Let me know what you find, because we're going to move on to the state.
Continue on.
Shout out videos.
Oh my god!
It is
definitely an app. There's a game. 3.3 stars on Google Play.
How does it have 3.3? Oh, it's
it's not a game. It's one of those apps that change. Yeah, it changes it just changes your photo to make you look bald. That's not a new thing.
I got that app. It's called Selfies.
God damn it.
Oh wow.
So anyway, the state of shoutout videos is our first topic.
Sure.
Hoo boy. These, I gotta tell you, we do shout-outs. In fact, we will be doing shout-outs in this podcast.
Indeed.
What I hate is when they try to force you to do stuff. The reason
it's not really... Yeah.
Yeah, the reason we're talking about it today is because the other day, I checked our YouTube channel, and I was like, oh yeah, we got a comment. I love getting comments, and it was on one of my Crackdown videos, which rarely ever get comments. And I was so excited. I'm like, yes, like, you know, maybe this guy's gonna tell me how much I suck, but I don't care because I'm ready. You know, somebody's got to tell me eventually. And no, this guy came on. He's like, awesome video, dude. I'm like, oh, good start. I like this guy. And he's written a whole bunch because there's like, show more. And the next line was, hey, why don't you come check out my channel? Which is always kind of a red flag, but I don't unless YouTube, if YouTube puts stuff like that in the spam folder, I leave it there. Mm-hmm. But if it's been approved by YouTube, I'll leave it up on the channel. I mean, you've done it too, Beast. And
yeah, same thing.
Yeah,
the same comments, word for word, from the same channels every few weeks.
Oh yeah, those spammers too. We could talk about them if you want to, but I don't think we have all night. But anyway, so yeah,
I don't mind checking out another channel that's commented. I love.
You know what? In fact, I do. If you comment on our channel, $10 says if you have subscribers. Like if it's not 0 subscribers, because then I don't like know if you have. If you're probably just a person commenting. But if you have even 1 subscriber, I generally go check out your channel. Like that's just how it works with me. But this guy, so yeah, he's like, come check out my channel. I'm like, you know, it didn't go in the spam folder, but there's a lot more here. Maybe he's getting something else, and that's cool. I'm fine with that. And the next line was, if you sub me, I will sub you. And I was like, you son of a bitch. You fucking try to sub for something? Because I know a lot of people, that's how they grow in the early thing. What people don't know about us is that we started in November of 2014, me and you, Beast.
Yeah, it wasn't recent.
No, and we grew slow, and we grew. It's because we didn't do social media, we didn't do any of that other stuff. Now we're on the Twitter, and we're getting into it more. We're getting more serious about it, especially with the new guys on board.
There was a long growing period though where we didn't know how to video edit. We had no charisma on camera. All of us, even though nobody was watching, you know, it was just like, it was so nervous. And if you watch our earliest videos, you'll see the you can just taste the nervous in the video, you know.
I gotta tell you, and I'm gonna tell you right now because he's here. Fucking Dongvers. If you watch his first video, and you go back to even my first video on the channel, not even my first video. Holy shit, is he a million times better than I ever was back then? Dude, you killed it. I mean, you had some audio problems and stuff that, you know, we'll easily fix. But, jeez, you crushed it compared to me, and I was so proud when I saw that Warcraft video go up. It was great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man, it was a lot of fun. Like you said to me, like, once you get that first video up, you're just like, oh, shit, this is fucking awesome. Like...
It doesn't hurt that you got fucking 50 views in a week too.
Yeah, that too. Like it's pretty.
My Let's Plays, most of my Let's Play videos have 8 in like a month. But whatever. I mean, 8 people are watching. That's fucking awesome. I'm happy with that.
More than 0.
Exactly.
Oh man.
So anyway, yeah. So this guy, and then it was you sub me, I'll sub you, and he's like, but if you want to get on my shoutout series, this is what you have to do. Be subscribed to me, turn notifications on, like every one of my videos, watch my shoutout videos, go to those guys' channels, tell you I sent them, like their videos, and I was like, I didn't read it. There was 4 more lines, and I didn't read it. I just fucking hit the spam button and went straight to Twitter and bitched about it. I was so fucking mad that this guy had the audacity to come over to our fucking channel and just be like, this is what you have to do if you want me to shout out. I think your video is awesome. That's not fucking good enough. If you could choke somebody through the computer, I might have attempted it, but I don't need that assault charge right now.
I don't know. That's the sad state of everything gets corrupted when it can be exploited over time. Somebody finds out, and YouTube you know, they've been, you know, big YouTubers have been talking about this for a couple of years now, that, you know, what YouTube used to be was, you know, pretty pure and pretty great, and that's why you see, you know, you see guys like Grade A Under A saying, "Let's make YouTube great again," you know, because they want to return the channel to such, like, get rid of the, you know, all the robotic, all the, you know, just return to pure videos, pure entertainment, and, you know, elevating those channels and those videos that are just entertaining, no matter in what form, you know.
Oh yeah.
Whether it be gaming or political or, you know, home improvement or educational, anything like that.
Gardening.
I love watching Sharky, man. Have you ever watched Sharky? He's got tons of a lot of philosophical and educational science videos. Oh man, he's just
I don't think
there's small little tons of little like mini documentaries, but they're just entertaining as all hell.
Cool.
And I love watching that. They're just super educational. Even if he's not talking about, like, he's not meaning to, he'll just be like, he'll give you a bunch of chemistry information or information about black holes as he's explaining his video, just as a, like, in the middle of a sentence, and it just flows so nice. It's just pure entertainment, but it's quite philosophical and educational at the same time. It's not nothing to do with gaming at all, and I just love watching his videos.
Hey, and you know what? You just gave Sharky a bit of a shout out.
I guess
for no reason other than you like his videos.
I absolutely, well, and that's kind of why
with that.
Right, and that's kind of why I bring it up. So here's a channel, and he's fairly large. I think he's got a few 100,000 subscribers, or at least 100,000. And you know, I'm just saying, like, so if I find small YouTubers that have videos that entertain me the same way, and I find them all the time, it's just tough. YouTube is a huge slew of channels now, where it was quite a bit more concentrated. You know, let's say 5 years ago, even it was way less. Now it's just polluted with so much, and then people are taking. But there are way more viewers now too. You know, technology has allowed more people around the world to view streaming content. So you're seeing all these other channels, and then, so like I said, people are now corrupting and exploiting this with, you know, you sub for sub, and you do all this, you give me all these likes, you give those people all those likes. That's not genuine. How are you supposed to find? You know, how are these videos that are getting all these fake likes they're basically being elevated and stamping out really good content? Because YouTube is such a large place now compared to what it used to be.
Oh yeah.
So we have to, you know, as a community, I think, and this is my little soapbox. I'm getting on my soapbox here. You know, stand against that crap, and as soon as you see it, call it out publicly. I don't know if I want to call for public shaming, but
no, I wouldn't.
You know, write a comment on their page. Hey, I don't appreciate your. Blah blah blah. They'll just delete it anyway. But I mean, if they got to sit around sitting on their channel and just surf for, you know, comments that are saying, "Hey, I don't appreciate your sub for sub," you know, BS. So if they have to spend all this extra time filtering out all those comments, then at least they make, you know, that gives them less time to come up with new ways to exploit the community of YouTube.
Oh yeah. Well, I like looking around at the back end of YouTube. So I have TubeBuddy.
I bet you do. Dad ass, YouTube, dad ass.
Yeah, you got me there. Anyway, but like the analytics and stuff, I love that stuff. I'm a huge analytics nerd. But I use this thing called TubeBuddy to help us find keywords. I recommend it if you have trouble finding keywords. Anyone out there with a YouTube channel, it's great for that. But you can also go and look at how many views a channel's had. So recently, if I get bored, I'll find a channel with 1,500 subs, and I'll look at their views. And it's funny to me because I'll look at a channel that has fucking, 1,200 subs, and they have somewhere in around 3,000 views.
Per video?
No, I'm talking total over the whole channel.
Would you give an average of how many videos these channels have?
They have less than us, but that's kind of what I was getting at. The point is, that always gets me to going and looking at their videos, and I see all their videos have maximum 50 views or something like that, and some of them have 2 or 3. Then I go and look at a channel like ours.
Sub does not equal a view, for sure.
Exactly. I go and look at a channel like ours, where we have 293 videos now.
Right.
But a lot of them don't get a lot of, like I have videos that I've had up for months that have 5 views like just some of the single player Let's Play stuff.
They get buried too, though. You know.
That's yeah, because they're not getting. That's how YouTube works. Is they're not getting views and they're not getting likes and stuff, so they get buried.
Mm-hmm.
But I see these guys, and I know that they've been sub for subbing and doing the shout out shit because they're just. We have 154 subscribers and over 23,000 views. We have single videos that have more views than their entire channel. But if you looked at our channel side by side, not knowing that, just looking at the sub count, which is what people go by, their channel's way better than ours. No, it's not. It's views. So. Like, I love our subs. I love every one of those 154 nightly bastards. All of you.
You nightly bastard.
Yeah, like every single one, because I know they're genuine. I know they're gonna, they might not watch every video, but if they like Rocket League, they're gonna watch our Rocket League stuff. If they like Warcraft, they're gonna watch Dongver stuff. If they, if they hate themselves, they're gonna watch my stuff.
You know what I wish YouTube really had though is like a Discover tab. Because it takes a while, but I watch a ton of Rocket League videos from as many different YouTubers as I can find. But it's like new, even if I search Rocket League or try searching, unique tags like, something maybe the Rocket League, I'll put a funny word after that. Like, what did I do last time? I put Rocket League fumbles, just because, or Rocket League disaster, something that maybe not somebody ever normally uses, just to try to find new channels. And it's like nothing, and then I'll be watching some of the main. There's probably about 4 or 5 other Rocket League channels I like to watch, and then finally in the suggested list there'll be a video from a channel that has like less than 5,000 or less than 1,000 subscribers, and it's like, this is what I've been looking for. But there's no way to find these guys unless you go to Reddit or something like that. On YouTube itself, it should have a platform within its own platform for these small guys, like a just simple Discover or Newest or something.
I agree. They take the easy way out. What they do is they promote the big guys. And then us little guys have to pick up the scraps. But if they promoted everybody, they would make more money. They just don't see that, right? Like, because if we make more money and PewDiePie makes the same amount of money, well, they make more money because we're making more money. But PewDiePie is still making the same. They don't seem to understand that. And I mean, eventually, they seem to be taking steps now, at least, to getting YouTubers what they need. Like, with the copyright stuff, they now have that team, which is nice. I don't know if small YouTubers can access it yet. I think you have to have like 5,000 subs or something like that, which I guess, hey, if you want to cheat to 5,000 subs, that's a huge, huge perk. Like for doing your fake shout-out series and shit like that.
Well, if that's the case, you can get access to such a helpful tool. I do, understand a bit more of why people are going that route.
You simmer down, Leafy. Did you hear about all that shit?
Someone accused Leafy
someone accused Leafy of sub-botting. But like,
I know, I did see that.
Yeah.
I did see that.
I'm not a huge fan of Leafy, but that guy's not sub-botting at all. Like, you can tell if you look at the numbers his videos get, and you look at his subscriber numbers, he's not sub-botting.
No, for sure. I watched one Leafy video and I loved it. Then I watched a second Leafy video and I enjoyed it. Then I watched the third Leafy video. And the jig was up. I'm like, man.
It's all this, I'm not...
He just says shit every fourth word. And
I just like how he gets really close to the mic like this and
like
whispers.
What the shit is going on?
Oh, man.
But, that's
his people are going to hiss at us in the comments. But I mean, it's not our thing.
Discussion. I don't care what kind.
Exactly, yeah. So. I mean, it's not our thing. I'm not hating on Leafy.
No, I don't hate it. It's just, no. He's not somebody that's going to keep my attention. That's all.
Exactly. But I don't think he's for us. Anyway, Dongvers, do you got anything to say about shout-out videos?
No, not really. I agree with you guys. I think I hate that shit. It's the same as fucking. If you ever been on Instagram or anything like that, it's like for like, bro. And it's like, nah, I don't.
Then there's no point.
That's it, right? Like, there's no point.
A like for a like leaves everybody unloved. That's pretty much how that goes.
The other thing on Instagram that they do that's fucking hilarious to me, and there's a little bit of it on Twitter, not near as much. For most people don't know, I actually have a gardening YouTube channel that I rarely update, and You know, I'm not shouting it out. This isn't an ad for it. You probably shouldn't go watch it. It's pretty bad. But I have an Instagram for it, just to take pictures of the flowers and vegetables and shit I'm growing. And like once a week, I get a new follower that's just straight up just a picture of a vagina for their profile picture. I'm like, that's nice, but I think I'm going to block you so that no one thinks I'm following you or that you're following me and shit like that. It was like, this is PG. In fact, it's G-rated over there. I don't think swearing in my gardening videos would be good, and I definitely don't think having all those.
Yeah, here's my motherfucking strawberries. I got some motherfucking beans.
Dude, I do got some motherfucking beans. You know I do. But anyway, yeah, I find that hilarious. I've always found it so funny. I'm like, ooh, a vagina. Okay, blocked.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh, so I think that about does it. We said our piece.
Yeah, we could probably go on for.
Oh, I wouldn't doubt it. I know I got some more, but I think I mostly said
we got our point out there. Like, hey guys, this is what you're doing. And I don't know if you just grew up into it or what, but take a step back and look at what you're doing. You're not, you're
not helping yourself in the long run.
Spinning your wheels in the mud, and you're making YouTube not as great as it could be. So
exactly. We need some red hats to say, make YouTube great again.
Make YouTube great again.
Oh, boy. Okay, now for my favorite part, and I think your guys' too. We're going to do some...
Don't talk for me. How
Q&A.
dare you speak for me, sir.
I think you like this part, though. Oh, everyone went quiet.
Q&A? I love Q&A.
Yeah, I was going to say. So we talked about it before. That's why I thought it was safe that I could talk for you.
Absolutely.
Our very first question tonight. It's a bit similar to a question we've had before, but you know what? It's still a good one. It's got a little twist on it that's a little better. This is from Octavius1 on Twitter. That is at 0CTAV1US1. She's got a crazy name, but she's a great gal. And she asked us, if you were only allowed to play one console from any generation for the next year, which one would you choose? And I'm going to open this up to Dongvers first because I think he's sleeping over there.
Fucking PC Master Race, what up?
PC's not a console.
Okay, probably just... Oh, shit, man, I don't know. Probably Xbox One, I'm thinking. That's what... I don't know, I have a lot of fun on there when I do get on it. Division is fucking awesome when I do play it. Yeah, Destiny is pretty good too. Yeah, I like the Xbox One and newer games and stuff. And I mean, I like older games and stuff like that too. But I also do quite enjoy like some, Black Ops, as gay as that is. So
I like Black Ops. Which one?
I've been playing number 3 when I can.
Yeah, I've got 3. I just it lost me. But that's Call of Duty in general lost me.
I usually I'll play it for 4 months really hardcore, and then I'm just like, fuck this. It's the same shit as the last one. So, but yeah, I'll go Xbox One.
If only you guys had someone to tell you that years ago. Although, I have to admit, I had tons of fun with when we were playing online with the older ones.
Oh yeah. I used to love playing Call of Duty 2 is the first one I played online, but I was still a big Halo guy then.
Oh yeah.
And then Call of Duty 3 I played a lot online too, but Call of Duty 3 is pretty bad. Like its controls are just brutal. Like it's I still enjoyed it, so don't get me wrong, but when you compare it with the other Call of Duties, it's probably the worst. Which is funny to hear me say that because I used to just love that game, but
well, times change.
Mm-hmm.
So do people.
What about you? They do. What about you, Conrad? Do you want to go next, or shall I?
You go for it, because I think we all probably have pretty similar answers, is my guess. So I'll let you go first.
So. Yeah. If I had to just play one console just for the next year, I would go with the Xbox 360. I have the original Xbox, the 360, and the Xbox One. I would go with the 360 just because, after the first couple years of its release, they did go backwards compatible with a lot of original Xbox games. So I still have a bunch of Elder Scrolls game. I have Morrowind, Oblivion, Gross, and Skyrim that I could play.
Oblivion, Gross.
Yeah, I have a ton of Call of Duties there I don't have, the only Call of Duty I have for Xbox One is Black Ops 3, which I didn't even get halfway through before I was like, yeah. I played Call of Duty 4 again online the other day. It was just so much fun to get back into that and just, see if the same kind of, sniper spots were still the meta or whatever. And, I like the console in general is solid. The Xbox One, I just despise it. Its user interface is so glitchy. The thing freezes all the time. If I'm on Netflix, it barely wants to sign to Netflix. If I'm on YouTube, it freezes and doesn't let me change. Even if I restart the console manually, it doesn't work. You have to restart the console within the actual user interface if it's not bugged out, so you can get in there.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, the apps are so brutal on the Xbox One. I swear the thing uses, data. It's using the internet when it's powered down. It's just, I want to, sell it. But I keep it just in case, some massive patch comes out. Because that happened for the Xbox 360. A massive user interface update came out once or even twice.
I think it was twice, yeah.
Yeah, completely changing it. So, I don't know. Microsoft has flat out admitted they've lost the console war with the Xbox One. So, I don't know how much time they're going to put into it or effort. But,
well, they're bringing out Scorpio and stuff. So, I think they'll probably try some shit.
And they got to be careful with that. Scorpio coming out, I bet you if that thing comes out just like next year, let's say, I think it'll suffer the same fate as the Dreamcast, where it's just.
Well, it's still an Xbox One.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it's just a different. Dongvers probably knows more about it than me.
Okay, I'm probably a little behind on that. The article I read I thought it was their code name for the next console, and I probably got that info.
No, I'm not too sure. All I know about it, all about like Xbox wise, is I know that they just released Xbox One S or whatever, and it's like a 2 terabyte Xbox One basically, and it's white and smaller.
That seems retarded to me. They have the whole cloud system now, so who needs a 2 terabyte? I guess if you don't have a connection, but
I don't know. I don't use the cloud shit for mine. I'll download. I haven't went into an actual games shop in I don't even know. Probably good on a year. I haven't bought a physical copy of a game in a year. I'll say, because I just buy everything on the Xbox store if I want it.
Right.
And it's just all saved onto my especially if you have the game installed onto your Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
My Xbox One, I think, is what the hell is it? I don't know. It might be 80 gigs. Is that about right? I don't know.
I think that's the size.
Yeah, but anyways, so but if I have Shadow of Mordor, I have Witcher 3 and what's the other one? Rayman Legends I bought to play with my sister. I have those 3 installed, and I only have 10 gigabytes left, right? And it's not enough for another game, so I have to constantly uninstall, reinstall. It's kind of annoying.
That would be, yeah. I know that games are so much bigger than they used to be in the early 360 days. I think they were 2 to 4 gigabytes. Now they're 8 to 12. It's just crazy. So. Give or take. Actually, remember GTA 5 even was 8 gigabytes, and then when I got it to play online, I had to install 4 patches that were 2 gigabytes each. So it was another 8 gigs or 16 gigs before I even played. It was brutal.
Because you had your old shitty net, and it fucking took forever.
Oh, it took a whole day. Yeah, I've got new internet now, and I'm still keeping up the fight for people that live in the middle of nowhere with limited data or throttle data speeds. I still want to keep the fight up for those guys. That's why I just necessary connectivity to the internet just to play a game. You can, I don't want to get too old. You haven't even answered your part of the question, but just my one thing.
You're basically talking DRM, and we know what I think about DRM.
No, I'm talking about that's part of it. But companies that are trying to change, creating a game and selling that game as a final product to now they're shifting to they want to provide a gaming service. That's why these games that as soon as their servers go down, you can't just throw this copy into your console or your PC and play it like the old games. If the server's not up in the future, the game is dead. So you're kind of forced to buy a new one. You're forced to move on. You're forced to shell out more money. So they're changing. I'm seeing this in the industry. They're shifting from a gaming, from producing games to becoming a gaming service. Whereas you're kind of they just have too much, they have too much control over your gaming experience, which is kind of, to me, that's anti-gaming. That's
it really is. It's easier to get those whales that way, though, buddy. Because that's what they call us when you buy microtransactions and shit. Whales.
Oh, really?
You want to be called a whale? I don't. I mean,
I sure as fuck do.
Well, then I'm going to start calling you Shamu.
All right, Conrad. What if you were allowed to play that one console for the next year? Primarily just for gaming, but let's face it, consoles do other things now. What would you pick?
I want to be all cool and say my Sega Genesis because I love that fucking thing.
Yeah, they're all right.
But I got to go Xbox 360 also. That's where my Netflix, that's where everything comes through. I got tons of games for it that I love.
Yeah, me too. So, I have a huge 360 collection, and it's just my favorite console. Like, I still use it. If I go on to do anything, if I don't have to use the Xbox One, I don't.
Yeah, so. I've noticed you're barely ever on there because it tells me when you're on Xbox One watching Netflix or something. It's
not worth it. I can't do YouTube or Netflix reliably. If I want a game, like I don't know. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not into the new Call of Duties and anything else. I'm a PC gamer, so if I console, it's N64 or 360. Like, that's it.
The YouTube thing, like if we took games out of it, the YouTube thing is actually what stopped me from saying PS3 because I actually like the PS3 interface better.
Mm-hmm.
But I tried for a day and a half and I couldn't get fucking YouTube to run on there, so I was like, nope. Like I don't think it's. Oh no, I did. I finally plugged it into the internet again when Torch came over to do The Last of Us because I knew there'd be an update for the game. That's and I haven't been online with it since because I couldn't get YouTube to work. And you spite me, you bite me.
Wow. All right,
anyway,
cool.
we answered the hell out of that question.
We answered the hell out of that. Yeah, so what's the next question? I'll actually read this one off.
All right. Oh, hang on. I'll get this one. This one, he tweeted me again, asked for...
Absolutely.
This is from Since Spacies on YouTube. He has a YouTube channel that I actually find really cool. He's a guy who used to work for Sega and stuff. Great channel. Check him out. Also check out Octavia's channel too. She's great. But you can ask the question now if you want. He wanted it from his YouTube channel instead of his Twitter.
All right. Well, since Spacies asks, what was the first game that you bought? And his was a game called Pacar or Pacer maybe. I think it's Pacar.
Yeah, Pacar.
Yeah, for the Sega SC3000.
I don't know what that is.
I don't know either, man.
Yeah, I was going to look it up before this, but then someone's like, hey, why don't you play GTA?
No, I'll get in on that. So you go ahead and answer, and I will get some info, and we'll share if we find anything cool.
Excellent. My guess is it's like a computer system. Like, I know in Europe, they had a lot of like kind of weird, like Commodore stuff. They had a lot of different PCs basically that ran a whole bunch of different games and stuff, and it was kind of like consoles before consoles. But,
I think you're right here. It's the SC stands for Sega Computer 3000 there. So
such a good guess. It was a guess. I honestly didn't know.
Yeah,
the first game I ever bought. This is kind of a toss-up between two because I'm not sure if one counts. The first console I bought was a PlayStation. Like a PlayStation 1, it came with Crash Bandicoot, which I have to admit is a game that I never would have bought on my own.
Really? I love that game.
Oh, yeah. But I'd never seen it. I'd never played it. But, yeah, it was great. I absolutely loved it. And, cool. Yeah, so I guess that counts. All right, then. So. I won't tell you the other one.
Okay, good. Because I want to hear it. Dongvers, what was your first game?
I'm pretty sure, man. I never. Okay, so I had an Xbox Genesis growing up, but I don't think I ever bought any games for it. Like, because that was when I was really little. So I think my first game I ever bought was with my PS2. I bought the bundled fucking ATV Off-Road Fury.
No way.
1 or 2, yeah, dude. It was
Played
fucking.
that.
It was the dopest game. I remember sitting there and playing this fucking game for like hours because I was just like, this is my first real console. Oh my god, I have a PS2, and like I just played the shit out of this game. I had like everything unlocked. Like, and I hate racing games too. That's the thing. I fucking hate racing games, but I played the shit out of this game. Like, I was just so into it. But yeah, ATV Off-Road Fury. That was my shit.
Me and Torch played ATV Off-Road Fury 2 on the channel. Is that that's the one with the hockey in it?
Okay, mine must have been the first one because I think it was I bought a first edition PS2. Like,
yeah, the big fat one.
Yeah.
I like a PS2 as a caboose.
Wow. My first game that I bought was simply just for the Game Boy Pocket. I went and bought a Game Boy Pocket when I was 13, and I bought Super Mario Land for it. Just because I didn't have a clue. I knew I was going to get a Game Boy, and I knew I was going to get a game. And I knew I had played Super Mario Land before, so I went and got that. And that was my first game, and I thought that would last forever. And then it was like all of a sudden you get good at the game and you can power through it. And then after you beat it once, you go to play it. When you play through it the second time, it's way harder. There's more enemies and stuff like that, and you get through that no problem. So then I moved on to Pokemon Red Blue. But
I'm a liar, and you just reminded me why. I totally forgot.
Yeah, me too, man. Me too.
When I was like, I don't even know. It was before I wasn't in high school yet, and I bought my PlayStation in high school. So it was well before that. I paid my cousin $40 for a fucking Game Boy, like the old gray one.
Oh wow!
That he had set too close to the stove, and the side was all melted on it.
It still worked.
It worked perfectly. But,
oh man, do that to any game console today.
Oh right, it had Super Mario Land, so technically that's my first game too.
There you go.
Yeah, but my first one would have been fucking Wario Land, whatever, Wario, for Game Boy Color. That would have been my first one that I bought.
Oh, that's cool.
I forgot all about my fucking Game Boy Color, man. My fucking grandma got me the last Game Boy Color in the store, and it was pink, and I didn't even give a fuck, man. I played the shit out of that motherfucker.
0 fucks given. Nobody cared the color of the Game Boy.
Shout out to Dongver's grandma. See her on Facebook all the time, liking his stuff.
Joyce, what up, Joyce?
Wow. All right, Conrad, move on to the last question.
This is from a boy, Mumbles. I like Mumbles. It's at _Mumbles_. So Battle Beast isn't the only one with underscore problems.
No kidding, right?
He asked us, what do you guys enjoy most about YouTube? Who went first the first time on these questions?
I think you did, or Jace did, actually.
Then I think it's your turn to answer first, Beast.
Sure, I'll go first. What do I enjoy most about YouTube? I enjoy the fact most about it is that I can get absolutely lost in it, and you can learn so much on it. I've learned how to play the guitar on YouTube. I've learned how to format computers, build computers. I've learned a ton of chemistry. It's kept me in touch with the political world and the news, because I got rid of my television, actually. I got rid of satellite because I get all of my news and shows and everything. Well, not shows, but sports highlights, all that. You can get it off YouTube, and it has such a wide variety that can just keep me entertained and absorbed for hours. That's my favorite part.
I guess I was thinking he was asking more, what do you like more about being a YouTube creator? But that's a completely different angle I didn't think of. No, I mean, it wasn't that clear, I guess.
I didn't say that. What is your favorite thing about YouTube?
No, exactly.
Being a creator on YouTube, and if that's the question, then
let's two-part this one.
My favorite part about being a YouTube creator is getting comments and responding to them, for sure. The interaction with the audience. That's my favorite.
That's a very good answer. I can go next.
Sure.
The first part, what do I like about YouTube? I just love watching all the... Like, I like how I can get up one day, and with my job the way it is, even when I'm working hard, I can still have YouTube on. It's not a big deal. But I love how I can get up and watch a gaming video that makes me laugh my ass off, and then, like, the next video I watch is, like, a creepy pasta that makes all the hairs on the back of my neck stand up.
Oh, man, I've been in the
There's so much
lately.
variety. Oh, and there's so much stuff. Like, I guess I'm not into ASMR or whatever, but if I was, I could find that too. And like you said, all this stuff Beast said too about sports highlights and news and shit like that, I love it. But from the other side, I love the comments. I think that's it. I think that's the best part. Like, I like the editing and stuff too, but like, I sometimes get annoyed at the editing. The only time I ever got annoyed at a comment was that one we talked about earlier. There's that one guy, and all the rest of the comments that I've ever answered, they always make my day. I'm like, oh, somebody likes what we did. And even if they don't like what we did, which we've knock on wood, I mean, we haven't had any mean comments yet. Even then, they took the time not only to watch what we did, but then to comment about it. And that means a lot to me. That's awesome. And I mean, like, there's so much good stuff from being a creator too, like all of the Mumbles and Octavius and Synth Spacies and Loot Troop and all the rest of them that we've talked about before and will talk about later. All them, like, just on Twitter talking to these people, and you have something in common with them. That's awesome too. I love that. But
Great,
yeah,
man.
comments is my favorite. I know I said 3 things, but that's because I can't narrow shit down. You know me.
Can't have it all.
What about you, Dongvers? What do you love about YouTube?
I really like all the cooking stuff on there, man. Because like I am a chef, and like my real job anyway. And I really like learning all these different techniques and stuff. And like I learned a lot in school about all this stuff. And if I ever have any questions, like, it's a really good base, right? Like, there's so many amazing channels
base?
on here. Yeah. There's like Chef Steps, like all these different channels that are just like they go above and beyond, really. And if I ever am lost in maybe an idea or something of what I want to create for a dish, I automatically just go to YouTube or even Google, like, and if there's a YouTube video, you're sure as shit I'm gonna watch it, because it, I don't know, I'm a very visual learner as well, so watching somebody do something and then being able to reproduce that it feels really good.
Good answer, man.
It is a good answer. I like it.
And then as for the creator part, I've only made one video, so I don't know. Like I was telling Poseidon that I really like the I don't know. I like to try and be funny too, so I like to throw in some, I don't know. I like just making the videos. Like, I've made the one, and I have some other stuff on the back burner too that I've made, but I haven't really like edited it or anything like that. But like talking and just saying what I'm doing during the video and all that kind of shit is really fun.
Yeah, that's not a bad part either. Like, I mean, we get to play video games and share that with other people that we normally would never see. This is pretty cool too. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I agree.
Well, you know what? I think that's a great place to end the Q&A. That was perfect. That, and we don't have any more questions, so that's another
do
reason.
some shout-outs, no?
We do have to do some shout-outs. That's what I meant. Like, we're done the Q&A. Let's go on to the
we'll
fun
end the
part.
Q&A.
Let's,
Absolutely.
we will tell you the conditions for our shout-outs right now.
Yeah.
All you need to be shouted out by us is less than 1,000 subscribers, because we love the little guy, and have content that we enjoy. That's it. You don't have to kiss our asses in any other fucking way. You just keep making your good content, and if we see it...
I mean, if you want to send me nudes, that's fine too, right?
I'll get right on that, buddy. Let me get my phone out. Dick's out for Harambe. Sorry to anyone in Cincinnati Zoo who's
I hope
listening.
some
I know
dude
you guys
sends
don't want
full
anyone
frontal
hashtag and
nudes
stuff
now,
like
dude.
that. Oh, probably will. He'll get doxxed immediately and fucking just all kinds of dongs and Dongvers inbox.
They don't call me Dongvers for nothing.
Dong views. Dong views.
But yeah, so that's all it takes. If you have content we enjoy, I mean, obviously we can't get to everybody, so if you're not on the list, don't be disappointed. Keep doing what you're doing, and we'll probably see you. And hell, if we don't see you before you hit 1,000, even better, because you're fucking rocking it on your own.
Exactly.
And who would like to go first this week?
I'm going last.
Freaking week. I keep thinking we do this weekly for some reason.
We will do this weekly if you guys are down.
At some point, yeah, that'd be great.
That's the goal.
I can go first if you guys want.
Sure.
Yeah, please.
All right. My shout out is Cole Quests. She does all kinds of stuff. She has Kingdom Hearts. I've been watching her Conker's Bad Fur Day Let's Play. I don't know if she's done with that one or not. She only did a couple episodes, but it was hilarious because I love that game. And it seems though like it's not quite her type of humor. It seems, but that's okay. She seemed to have fun with it for a while, but I don't know. We'll see if she puts up any more. I hope you do, Cole, if you're listening, by the way. She also does I don't know how to say it. How to Fool Boyfriend. It's some pigeon dating game. It was
weird.
I mean, I know tons of people would love it. It was a little too weird for me. I only watched the first episode. Cole made it funny though, so check that out too. She did. She does a little GTA, which I wanted to see if we could all get together and play sometime, but I think she said she plays on PS4 or something. Maybe I shouldn't have said that out loud. I guess it doesn't matter. But
there you sir.
Yeah, well, but yeah, she does a lot of good videos. I love her channel art too. And actually, one good thing that I'll say about her channel, like one good thing, I've been saying all kinds of good things, but one of the best things on her channel that will get her far is she has this little it's a little almost electronic beat thing at the start that's like a little song. It always gets stuck in my head. So if it gets stuck in other people's heads, they're going to come back, and that's awesome. So I hope that helps her out. She has, I forgot to look, but I got it open right now. At this moment, she has 227 subscribers, and you know what? I have a feeling she's going to get a whole lot more because she's a great channel. Like, it's great to see. So that was Cole Quests. Oh, let me say that clearer. Cole Quests. Quests. That's a hard word for me to say with that stupid chipped tooth I got.
Oh, yeah.
But anyway, so who wants to go next?
I'll go next.
Go.
Yeah, go ahead, Dongvers.
All right. I'm going to shout out my... So this guy I went to actually culinary school with, I found out that he has a YouTube channel, and he plays a bunch of... it's called... his YouTube name is Ginger Beef. He has 41 subscribers right now, and he mostly plays Magic Duels. It's like the Magic the Gathering card game, but for the PC. Oh. And so he has I think like 121 episodes of that, and they're all pretty. Yeah. Like he's played it a lot, and he also has some Kingdom Hearts in there, I think, and Dragon's Dogma, I think, is in there too. He has a playthrough, and he also has his. He works at the zoo in Calgary there. And they had an Iron Chef competition not too long ago, and that's up on his channel too, so that's pretty neat. But Ginger Beef on YouTube, you should check him out.
Here's a question, Danvers, I got for you. Would you shout out his channel if you didn't know him?
Yeah, I think so.
That's all we needed to hear, buddy.
All right, for me and the channel, I'm going to shout out to a Summoners War, primarily Summoners War channel that I've stumbled across recently. It's just simply called Box, BACH''S, and the guy focuses.
Singer.
like the singer. Right. Well, I don't think he's just a composer, wasn't he?
Yeah, actually, I think there is a singer whose last name's Bach, but I can't, like, I think he sang
Sebastian
for...
Bach. Is that what you're thinking about?
Yes, he's a singer, right? For like
Yeah.
a fucking 80s. Yeah. Anyways.
Oh, for sure. I know it too. It'll drive me nuts, but I can't
Yeah.
think of it right. We'll just kick that one later. But yeah, so he does primarily Summoners War videos. He's got a couple Pokemon Go, which is cool too. I mean, who doesn't, right? I'm surprised we don't have a Pokemon Go video.
Do any of us still play? I know I kind of don't.
You know, I get on there once in a while, but it's just, if you don't live in a very populated area, it's just not worth your time.
Yeah, I mean, if I was downtown in a big city, I'd probably still play, but it's just
right.
Less than 90% of the rest of them, apparently, or they lost 75% of their users or something. Craziness.
Right. Oh wow.
Yeah, it's
but
bad.
Yeah, no. So what I see on his channel is primarily PvP stuff, and it's fun to watch. Like, I don't like PvP when I play Summoners War, but I love watching other people do it. Figure that one out.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like I get to have all the glory with none of the pain of losing. You know. So, yeah, no, I enjoy watching him. He's got a neat intro, and he's he's fun to watch. So, he's currently at 278 subscribers, and I think we'll link all these channels in the description of.
Oh,
this
absolutely! They'll all be
podcast.
in the description below. And you know,
Excellent.
if you need to see them, they'll all be in our subscribe box too. So,
Mm-hmm.
and wherever this goes up too, they'll all be linked anywhere. Like if it's up on the website and on YouTube, it'll be linked down there.
Right
Just
on.
look for it. And another thing I forgot to mention in the state of the channel, we're still working on rebranding. We decided. I decided. I still haven't talked to the boys, but the reason it hasn't moved on is because I'm going to do something a little different than we've been doing with the descriptions. That's so, no sense changing the thumbnail and the tags and stuff and then going back and having to change the descriptions after. So we'll get that done first, and then you'll see our whole channel will look like it's all from one set of people instead of just the randomest thing you've ever seen. So, but that is going to do it for our podcast, everybody. If you want to ask a question for the next podcast, make sure that you either comment a question on our YouTube or on our website, or ask us a question on Twitter, or
that new Facebook page, baby.
That's right. We have a Facebook page and we have a subreddit. You can ask your questions anywhere on there. We would love to hear from you guys for the next one. And hey, if we don't answer it in the next podcast, we'll keep it around for the one after. So, if you want your username read, you can have that. If you don't, just say you want it anonymous, and we will go that way. It's a little mini shout out. That's how you there you go. That's how you can win a shout out from us, is you ask a question.
I would love to get to the point where the entire podcast is Q&A.
Oh, that'd be great. I would love that too. Like a little introduction and Q&A. Oh, that'd be perfect. Because I don't want to have to make stuff up. I make stuff up and we end up talking about the state of shoutouts for 20 minutes going on. But that is it, everybody. Remember to ask those questions and keep those shields up, Knights.